Hey guys.
This is the last opportunity to board American Airlines flights.
So I feel pretty dumb, but gonna try to vlog. Got myself through security, got myself on the tram, found breakfast, and now basically I am gonna sit at the airport for 2 hours and wait for my flight because my husband thought it was funny to be 3 hours early. So probably gonna wait another hour or so and go to the little convenience store looking thing that I saw and find some caffeine. So gonna hope to try to take some different video clips and stuff along the way. So see you guys later. To Springfield. I got myself here. Now I get to do the whole please let my baggage come off of the belt. I have never been in an airport this small. It's like the size of one of our local malls, and there's only 2 baggage claim belts. So let's hope my stuff comes. So from here, I need to find and catch the shuttle to the hotel, and then I just saw a little while ago that the girls that I'm meeting up with and rooming with are almost there too. So just wanted to check in. Look at these! It's video. Hey guys, I made it. I'm here. Trying not to feel like a dumbass and vlog. My roomie's in the shower. We're all getting ready to go head down and get into line at the registration and stuff. So hopefully I will be able to take you guys along and show you some of the excitement. Hey, it's day 1. We are heading to the conference room.
We just wanted to check to see how long the line is. We're gonna have lunch and
This is the entire room.
I think that one better should fit, right?
And then this is the stuff that they had on our tables. I got my shirt when I checked in. I got the kits that I ordered. Looks like they left us candy, a cup, a bag, a Create kit, alphabet stickers, all kinds of stuff. And then on each spot, they have these cute little signs that say your name. And they're all up on like little easels. Hi, Alyssa! And then it is literally like this entire ballroom.
Thank you. And yeah, just as long as the tables and chairs.
Day 2. I'm hiding out here in the hallway, just like checking in. I don't know, I feel really weird like trying to vlog in there, whatever, but it's so fun. Like, it's so nice being able to sort of see and hug people that like I've talked to for years and stuff. And the nice thing is that we are like the whole Scrapbook Generation crop is like 300 people, but the group that I came with, there's like 40 of us, and they put us all over on like one side of the room, which is kind of nice. So I don't know, it's quiet. I'm trying to like not have squirrel syndrome and stay focused on what I'm doing. And then this video.
Oh,
Don't look so confused. This video.
No. So this shadow right here, I thought you were showing me a tornado because in the shadow it looks like this, and I was like,
Nope, that's you.
oh, hi.
Say hi. Say hi. We'll edit it out later. I'm excited to come
Are you
sit out here.
vlogging?
Trying to. I'm sitting out here.
Okay.
It's weird in there.
It's weird in there.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, I'm having issues with staying focused. And I had packed all these kits. I'm gonna get so much stuff done. So I'm trying to finish up the 7-page kit that I opened and I started and everything. And I'm getting pretty close. And then I'm hoping to kind of get it done and put away because I signed up for 2 classes. So I've got 2 classes, and both of mine are right after the meals. So I get to eat early. I don't have to wait for everybody, which that was kind of the downside last night. Was I was starving, and where we're sitting, like I could see the buffet line, but we were the last to be released, so it was just kind of like, I'm starving. So gonna go back in there and get started on my stuff and catch up with you guys later. Okay, so I just finished my first class. I did the Bella Boulevard line. Lots of good information on stitching and different stuff, and apparently Bella Boulevard gave them like a ton of stuff for the class, so it was kind of cool. I went back to my room, to go to the bathroom, get a Red Bull, realized I forgot to put it in the fridge. So I got some ice. I'm kind of mentally just like done as far as like trying to stay focused and stuff, but I'm gonna go back and try to get some stuff done. Okay, so hopefully you guys could kind of see a little glimpse as far as what the We Create crop was. Towards like day 2 and day 3, I was tired and I don't know, I just kind of forgot to pick up my phone and take pictures and make an attempt to vlog and stuff. I was just trying to sort of soak it all in and spend as much time as I possibly could with, you know, the people that I have talked to for years online and just sort of be in the moment in a sense. Plus, there was no not feeling weird about trying to vlog, especially when I was in the crop room. The way that I was sitting, like everybody in the room would have seen my own face on my phone and realized that I was sitting there talking to myself. Plus it was not necessarily that it was loud, but I would have had to talk really loud into my phone to have you guys sort of hear anything on a video and stuff. But it was an amazing experience. Anybody that was sort of on the fence about it, I would say jump, go for it. Even if you go alone and you don't know anybody, there were so many women there, so many friendly, open, just fun people. Plus, I think they have already, I guess, reserved that space for another one next year. And as far as I know, the big group that I was with is not going. Some individuals may be going, but us as like a big group, I do not believe have anything sort of set up to go. So there, you may have a better chance of getting in and stuff. I know that for me personally, this was kind of like a bucket list, once in a lifetime type of trip. And that was again part of why I was just sort of trying to soak it all in and stuff. The crop itself was very organized. Everybody had an 8-foot table, which was more than enough room. I think that even if they had done 6-foot tables and had another, 100 people in there, I don't think it would have felt crowded. I think you still would have had enough table space and whatnot. The classes were spread out to where they were about an hour and a half, 2 hours long. I know that there was 2 time slots for a technique class, and the first night that they did it, it ran over, I guess, just the way that it was set up and having to share supplies and stuff like that, and then waiting for mediums to dry. That one went on for like 3 hours, and we were getting text messages and pictures from some of the girls that were in that class saying that they were being held hostage. But from what I heard the second time around, it went a lot smoother and people got a lot of stuff done. And I did see one of the girls that was at my table took it and she showed us her like samples and stuff, and then she just she did like the backgrounds and the messy stuff in the class, brought everything back and put her cards together at the table, and they looked really good. I only took 2 classes. I took a Bella Boulevard one and a Doodlebug one. The Bella Boulevard one, I don't think it necessarily had like a technique or anything that you were necessarily learning. I think it was more of a page kit, and Bella Boulevard had sort of gone above and beyond with what they donated for use in the class. So there's just a ton of stuff in there. I didn't have photos or anything, so I didn't really put my layout together. I just kind of was cutting my paper and following along and just kind of again, trying to soak it all in. Like, I was trying not to fangirl because Allison Davis was, you know, they're her classes, she was teaching them, and she was very nice, good information. She even included good stuff about stitching on your layouts, even though this wasn't the stitching class, so that was kind of nice. And then the other one that I took was a 6x6 class, which I've done both of her online 6x6 classes, so this was just kind of, I guess, more of that, and it was all using one 6x6 pad, and I want to say there was 4 or 5, maybe 6 double page layouts in there. By the time I went to the Doodlebug class, I was barely functioning. I guess at the room that we were in for the classroom had like a glass door and a glass wall, and I guess at one point one of the girls in my group and at my table walked by and told the other girls that I looked really sad, and it was just, I was tired and just not focused. Like, I wanted to go and not have like that fear of missing out and stuff, but I was not functioning at that point, and but it was okay. I just kind of cut some of my paper and listened and hung out, and then I ended up leaving a little bit early just to kind of go walk around and wake up. And I think, I'm trying to think if I filmed anything after that, trying to catch up with you guys. If I did, it's probably a hot mess. The food, the catering and stuff that was part of the crop was really good. I think it started with, we were on our own for lunch on Friday, so the catering started, dinner on Friday, lunch and dinner on Saturday, and then lunch on Sunday. But I missed lunch on Sunday because the same time that lunch was starting was when I was catching the shuttle to go home. But the food was really good, different options and stuff. And then the way that they kind of had it set up was, if you were scheduled for a class that was after a meal, you were able to get up and go get in line for food first so that you were on time for your class. The first night I did not have a class, and where we were sitting was literally the door and then the buffet tables and stuff, and I was starving, and all I did was sit there and watch people like go through the line. And after the class participants were able to go get their food, Debbie from Scrapbook Generation basically split up the room and said, you know, this side first, this side second. Of course, we were last. So I was very hungry by the time that I was sort of dismissed to go get food, but there was plenty of it. It was amazing. They had dessert at every meal. I think Friday night was the night that they did the 1 hour movie snacks, where basically it was, for an hour, it was unlimited popcorn and candy and stuff like that. I think that was the night that they had the hot pretzels. I hopefully previous to this have inserted photos of the meals and stuff. And then Saturday was just lunch and dinner. The hotel provided breakfast, which was nice. So I was pretty much only on my own for dinner Thursday night, which there was a group of us that went to the Great American Taco Company, which we had seen the girls on Scrapbook Generation post previously about eating there, and it was recommended, so we went there, got margaritas, got dinner, swung by Walmart to stock up on snacks and adult beverages, and then just kind of hung out. And my roommate and the other 2 girls that I'm pretty close with, we were able to get adjoining rooms, and basically the entire weekend we just had those doors open, so it was kind of like a little apartment, and it was just nice. Like, it was just nice to kind of hang out, and there was no disconnect, no weirdness, no feeling like I didn't know them. And I think it's because I, in a sense, talk to them every day, even though it's just through like Messenger or chat and stuff like that. But I don't know, it was just, I needed it. Like, I really needed it, and I'm very thankful that I was able to do this. Again, I don't know when I would ever be able to do it again. It was just good. And then they even had, like, Thursday we went to the actual Scrapbook Generation store, and Lindsay was working there, so that was nice to meet her. And I haven't been in an actual scrapbook store in a few years, and just walking in the front door and like like that smell. I was like, oh, it's so nice. And then they had like 3 big walls of just the kits, but I was good. I didn't buy any. I had enough that I had brought with me. And then at the actual crop, they had a huge store, and the clip where I was walking and trying to show you guys the online store, or not the online store, the on-site store, I didn't even go all the way down in that clip. Like, it just kept going. They had stuff in boxes that they didn't even unpack and get out. At one point, I was looking specifically for some letter stickers, and they were actually in a box under the table, so I just sat down and dug through that box and pulled out what I was looking for. I don't think I went too crazy. It was mostly letter stickers, like, probably because the last few times I've sat down to do titles and stuff with letter stickers, I realized that I don't have very many, and I don't have a good selection of colors, so I basically just stocked up on Doodlebug alphabet letters because they kind of have a really good color palette. Okay, my memory card filled up, so hopefully I can kind of try to figure out where I was. Saturday afternoon, early evening, Stacy from SG posted it's almost like a 20-minute slideshow, and it was sort of, the beginning showed a little bit of sort of how their idea of opening a store came together and the kind of beginning of that, and then it jumped to them having this crazy idea of this We Create crop, and then it was just all pictures from the weekend. Pictures that they had taken off of our social media and stuff. They also had 2 professional photographers that they basically paid to walk around the event and take pictures. If you wanted to go take pictures with the photographer, you could go out, and they had a couple different photo op areas with little like cute signs and stuff that you could hold. I didn't go out there a whole lot. I went out with a couple different groups and stuff, and then our big group, we took a couple big group pictures and stuff. Those I don't know if I'm going to include in the video. If I did, great. If not, I would just like to somewhat respect the privacy of anybody that I feel like may not want to have their picture posted on YouTube. The 3 girls that I roomed with, I'm sorry, you don't have a choice. Like, you're in it. Which, by the way, turns out my roommate likes to watch my videos to fall asleep to, which I do with a couple other YouTubers, and it takes me a couple run-throughs to actually see the entire video, but I do go back and finish it. So my challenge to Allison is, if you have made it this far in the video on the first run-through, put a comment below so that we can all say congratulations for not falling asleep. At one point she asked if I could just talk her to sleep, because that's what she's used to, is putting on a video and listening to me talk to her until she falls asleep. But thankfully we were all exhausted and able to fall asleep no problem. I did decide that I am going to do a separate video sharing what I purchased, what they gave us, and what I managed to get done on a separate video, mostly just because I don't want this one to become super long, and it's just kind of easier to break it up as far as like editing and stuff like that. I don't know how many times I can say in a video, but there's that. Oh, one other thing. I had joked around with my friends and said, you know, what are the odds of somebody recognizing me from YouTube, or somebody saying, you know, are you the girl that does, you know, videos with the SG kits and stuff? And at one point I had gone up to the on-site store and I was talking to my friend and just kind of chatting with her, and there was a girl next to her that was shopping, and she turned around and says, "Are you Coley Bing on YouTube?" And I was mortified, like in a good way, but I was mortified. It was just kind of like, yeah, nice to meet you. And I just kind of like booked it, and I felt bad. I was like, I didn't even get her name or anything, and my friend was like, I think her name was Ashley. So Ashley, if that was you, I'm so sorry. Like, at that point, I was just kind of overwhelmed with the amount of people and was just kind of trying to sort of get where I needed to go and try to contain my anxiety and stuff. And then I want to say maybe, the weekend is a blur. I want to say Saturday night, maybe Sunday morning. I was back in the corner at my table, and this nice woman came up and she said, same thing, are you cool being on YouTube? And I was like, yeah. And by that time I was like, okay, let's calm down a little. And, she's like, I watched your videos, and because of you, I signed up for their kits and their classes and whatnot and their sketchbooks and stuff. And so that was kind of nice that just hearing that the content that you put out does benefit and help somebody, or things that you love influence somebody else to then also love that same product and stuff. And I was somewhat more less anxious and stuff, so I did manage to get a picture with her. And so hi Charlene, so everybody say hi. I do need to text her back and just kind of tell her thank you. She had kind of figured out from previous videos when I've mentioned that I'm part of a online forum and stuff. There was a sixth of the crop was the group that I was with, so she kind of figured out that that was probably where I was and had located me over there and stuff. So that was definitely a fun surprise. So I think I'm going to end it here. It was an amazing experience. The girls at Scrapbook Generation were, I don't think that they slept. If they did, I'm amazed. I think at one point Stacy's husband said that she slept for 20 minutes, and that was only because he was in the shower and wasn't there to wake her up. But I don't know how they managed to corral all those people and all those moving parts, but they did it, and there wasn't really anything bad. There wasn't any really issues that came up. It was amazing. I would definitely recommend it to anybody that is considering it going forward. It sounds like it may be something that they are going to start doing annually, so I would definitely check it out, even if you're not local to them. So if you have any questions about the crop or about my trip or about my experience or anything, go ahead and drop it below, and I'm usually pretty good about commenting back. And then again, like I said, I will go through and show you what I brought back and what I got done in a separate video in the next day or two. So I will catch you guys later. Bye.